It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. We're in San Antonio. The Spurs with home court playing here at the AT&T Center. And as you take a look, just a game out of that top position. They're right up there.
And when I look at San Antonio, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
And I know it took a long time for people around the league to trust their success, but I don't think there's anybody left out there who doesn't think they're for real at this point.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Lily McCollum playing the 2. Plumlee out there with Davis, and it's Turner in at the 3 spot. And, of course, Tony Parker, so big for San Antonio in those championship runs. But word on the street was that Spurs coach Greg Popovich didn't always go easy on Tony. He really pushed him to the limit.
Yeah, you know, it started back when Tony was invited to the Spurs summer camp before the 2001 draft. One of the scouts was really physical with Tony, really gave him a hard time, and that was really the start of his maturation process in learning to deal with the NBA.
And Portland has possession after the basket by San Antonio. Here's Lillard, and that one goes long. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay? So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, that's huge. Here's Parker, following the score by Damian Lillard. And the call will be against David Lee. That is his first foul of the game.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Davis with a screen on Green. McCollum kicks to Davis. A beautiful reverse layup.
Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now, here's Parker. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Clippers.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that one.
The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Cullen passes to Lillard. He feeds it to Turner. Dishes to McCollum. Plumlee with the screen. 5 to shoot. Lee with the steal. Leonard with the ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. And how thrilled must have Evan Turner been last season to get a second chance. Clark with the boost in minutes. confidence of the coaching staff. His game almost just changed overnight.
Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball. He's such a good, solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball and play to his strengths because of Paul George and Lance Stevenson, but he found a nice niche in Boston.
Well, you know what he can do after watching him for so many years with the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's terrific. Good basketball IQ, too.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. To the inside, it's deflected. Leonard with the steal. It's Parker with the drive. Takes the three, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Parker. Leonard's got 5.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. It's tipped. Turner with the steal. To the inside. And Lillard kicks to Davis. And stolen by Aldridge. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Now here's McCollum. 20 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Plumlee sets the pick for McCollum. Passes it to Plumlee. Lillard outside. No good off the front iron.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And the shot is good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Right side Turner. Can they get it? And it's good on the lay-in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight. Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Now here's Lillard. Coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. And that is good. Lillard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Dedmon. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. So Leonard will go to the free throw line. That's on El Farouk Aminu. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Portland. Jeremy Lin comes in for Damian Lillard. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Harkless. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Pass to Mills. Shoots from the right block. That's tipped. They set the pick. Lin the pass to Aminu. The basket good off the assist from Lin. Aminu's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
That's sent it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Terry Stotts. DB?
He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. Well, look, he can, and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin will see how successful they are.
And thank you for that, Doris. Now here's Harkless, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. Lin kicks to Harkless. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here's Mills. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers. Aldridge, no one around him. Connects on the foul line jumper. Aldridge has got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Lin kicks to Ezeli. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better. Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard hasn't been in the league for a long time, but he's feeling right at home. Said last season he wants to remain a Spur for life.
Now here's Harkless. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game, and that one's good. Harkless has got 5 now.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
And that one's good. Simmons. And for Leonard to hear players say that a lot, but rarely before they reach the end of their rookie contract.
Yeah, I think Leonard just realizes what a special situation he found himself in. I mean, he is the complete package as a player and custom made for how the Spurs like to play and do things.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Here's McCollum. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game.
And guys, C.J. McCollum is a scoring-minded combo guard out of Lehigh. He's taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and still looking to make a big impact in the NBA.
He hits the second from the line. While McCollum has struggled with injury, he's broken a bone in each of the last 3 seasons dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last season, and he broke his foot twice in the seasons prior, Kevin, just to embellish the injury situation. But he's got some ability.
The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a low down there, and what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
Portland leading. Outside, Lin. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. There's the pick. And it's McCollum in the corner. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. Lin's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
You know, and Ezeli missing a lot of games with various injuries from the knee and ankle a season ago. He can be a quality rebounder and rim protector, but he's got to find a way to stay healthy.
Lin kicks to McCollum. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Mills dishes to Simmons. And here's Anderson for three. And it would have cut.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please.
And we had the chance to catch up with Greg Popovich, and he talked about
to be in the conversation, I think, is
Pop breaking it down and telling it like it is as usual, Clark. You got to love having a guy like that as your coach.
Without question. I mean, you have no idea how huge that is for a player to get that kind of support and backing from his coach. Is Tony Parker a great all-star and champion? In my book, absolutely, without question. But would he have reached that level without Greg Popovich as his coach? I think even Tony would tell you, probably not.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Portland?
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, you know, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
On the floor for Portland. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the two. Davis is out there with Turner. And it's Plumlee in at center.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Here's Lillard following the score by Tony Parker. They set the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Out to Turner. He dishes it to McCollum. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for San Antonio. Davis, the pass to Plumlee. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.